Hey there monster fans. This little video is less of a tutorial and more of a behind the scenes glimpse at the first steps making and casting original hands in monster clay. Now I know what you're thinking, why not cast your own hands? Wouldn't that be easier? Well, it could be, but these hands will have monster character. A lot of prop builders shy away from making hands. Sculpting hands is really not as hard as you might think. Like any other project, a little research and preparation goes a long way. Plus it gets easier every time you do it. The materials used in this video are monster clay, sheet foam, black pipe insulation foam, heavy gauge electrical wire, and glue sticks. The first thing we are going to do is build a sculpting base where we can stick the clay to. You can expect to spend about a half hour in this part of the project. Take a look at your own hands, or a photo reference nearby. See the angle in which human finger bones point. That is your guide to placing the wires in the correct spot. Also look at the various lengths of the fingers and where they will bend. It will make the overall sculpture much more lifelike looking. Now you notice that I wrapped our sculpting structure in black electrical tape. This is to prevent the clay from getting polluted. Because you can use clay over and over, you want to keep your area clean. For those of you not familiar with monster clay, it is a reheatable wax clay product that can be cast or hand sculpted. It comes in an oven-safe tray that doubles as a storage container. Pay careful attention to the package instructions in order not to overheat the product, and always take precautions when working with melted materials. Adding monster clay to the structure is a little messy. It is very much like handling dough. Don't worry about perfection at this point. Just get the approximate shape built on the frame. Let it cool a bit and meld it into shape with your fingers. We just want to get the mass close to what it should be. I am making these hands a little bigger than a typical pair would be. That is because I plan on casting the final product in latex, and it shrinks quite a bit out of the mold. My sculpting tools include some household odds and ends like a wire brush and a Scotch-Brite sanding pad. I use these to smooth out the major creases in the monster clay. You can use a small torch or run the clay underwater too. I thought about doing an elapsed time video of the whole sculpting process, but I tend to go back and forth a lot, making small corrections. So I like also to walk away from these art projects to come back with a fresh set of eyes. Getting the hand to a final stage represents a few hours of tooling. The pair is sculpted to the level of detail a plaster mold will hold. My challenge is actually calling the sculpture done and moving on. So we're going to take a break at this stage. I will show the finished product in the near future. Thanks for tuning in, and always feel free to drop me a message on creaturebuilders.com if you have any questions or comments.